Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. I would like to thank all of you for making yourselves available for this meeting. Well, since everyone is here, I think we should get started since we have a lot to cover in our second meeting in 2020. Before that, are there any apologies for absence for today's meeting?
No, Mr. Daniel, everyone is in attendance for today's meeting.
All right, good. Okay, so has everyone got a copy of the agenda for today's meeting? Okay, as you can all see here on the agenda, we'll be mainly talking about the charity program that will be held on 6th January until 19th January. But firstly, I will let our secretary, Ms. Rida, to read the minutes of the last meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. To begin, I'd like to go through our last meeting, which was held on 20 December 2021. Okay, first, let's look at first item, call to order and opening speech. The chairman, Mr. Daniel, called the meeting to order at 9 a.m. and welcomed all the meeting members. Then, Mr. Daniel informed that the meeting was conducted online for safety and precautionary measure as the number of positive cases and the spread of COVID-19 rising again recently. Item 2, confirmation of minutes. Since this is the first meeting of Easy Gourmet charity program for elderly people who were impacted by the massive flood, so there are no confirmation of minute. Next, look at item 3, matter arising. Mr. Daniel informed and reminded the meeting members that there would be a new product presentation at 11:30 a.m. by Ms. Nadia, the representative from the manufacturing department. Mr. Daniel also told that the meeting would stop at 11:15 a.m. for Ms. Nadia preparation. Item 4, briefing on charity program. Mr. Ayub, as the program director, briefed the meeting members regarding the company charity program for elderly flood victims. The meeting members were informed that the program's goal is to assist elderly people who were affected by the massive flood that occurred in Taman Sri Muda last December, with food and drink provided for 2 weeks. Item 5, role setting and job scope description. Mr. Daniel has assigned roles to each meeting member and clarified the role and responsibility that need to be implemented for the charity program. Item 6, suggestion for program. First, Ms. Nadia proposed to provide personal hygiene kit and medical supplies to the elderly flood victim apart from food and drink. The motion approved by the meeting members. Second, Mr. Afnan proposed to make a collaboration with other companies such as Lipton as the supplier for drinks to the elderly flood victim, and the proposal was accepted by the meeting members. Next, any other business? There is no other business discussed. Since there being no further business, the meeting was adjourned by Chairperson at 11:07 a.m. That's all. Do you have any amendment to make?
I am sorry. I think there is a slight error in spelling of Mrs. Nadia's name at item B under matter arising. It should be Nadia with H, not Nadia without H.
Indeed, thank you for pointing that out, Mr. Afnan. Ms. Wilda, please take note of that.
Ms. Nadia, I take note of this and make necessary correction later. Is there anything else?
I think there is no other amendment.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, thank you. In that case, would someone move that the minutes of the previous meeting be accepted, please?
I propose that the minutes be accepted.
And I second the proposal.
All right, thank you. I hereby confirm the minutes of the last meeting with an amendment. Now, let's move to the second agenda for our meeting today, the matters arising. So does anyone who wants to come up with the matters arising regarding our previous meeting?
Yes, Mr. Daniel. Something wrong with our nasi lemak sambal processing machine at Subang. Our workers informed the machine was very slow. Moreover, our sales in December increased. Therefore, I would like to suggest that we should hire in part-time employee at least for 2 months to solve the problem.
I will take note with regard to the machine breakdown issue, and we get in touch with the maintenance unit to check and repair the damage as soon as possible. Regarding of the recruitment issue, I will hand it over to the HR manager to solve this matter.
Noted. I will take a look how many part-timer that we needed and also distribute the job vacancies to the outsiders.
Mr. Daniel, I was informed that on January 28, the district health officer will conduct monthly visit to monitor and check the level of cleanliness and compliance to standard SOP at the nasi lemak processing plant in Subang. Make sure there is a representative to check because last month we were one about breaking raw SOP. I hope this matter be taken seriously. By the way, I already order 120 rapid test kit. I will hand it over to Mrs. Nadia to distribute to the factory staff.
Ms. Nadia, can you please ensure that our factory be in good condition in terms of the safety and cleanliness? This assessment is very important and I hope we are going to do very well.
Noted, Mr. Daniel. I will ensure our factory will be in a good condition and follow all the hygiene rules.
Okay. Now we move to the next agenda, which is the progression of charity program that will be held at Taman Sri Muda on 6th January until 19th January. I hope we can keep this item very short as I must attend a meeting at the Interior Ministry office at 3 p.m. Vida, can you please warn me if we go beyond 15 minutes on this item?
You can note on that, Mr. Daniel.
Okay, good. Let's start with our program director, Mr. Ayub.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. All right. As I mentioned before in our previous meeting, this program is known as the Serat Tasik Program. The program will take place at Taman Sri Muda from 6 January 2022 to 19 January 2022. I would like to remind all of you, the goal of this program is to assist elderly people who were impacted by the massive floods that occurred in Taman Sri Muda in December, leading many to suffer financial losses. This assistance includes food and drink for 2 weeks while their home is being repaired. We will also associate with other companies and agencies to facilitate our efforts to assist elderly people.
Don't worry, Mr. Ayub. I will also collaborate with the Malaysian Social Welfare Department and manage all about breakfast for the elderly victims. Before that, can I know the accurate number of our elderly victims? And how about our budget?
I was informed the number of elderly people who live in Taman Sri Muda and flood temporary settlement centers in the areas is 63, consisting of 29 men and 34 women. And this number is expected to increase further.
Thank you, Mr. Ayub, for the reminder. Ms. Nadia, be aware with the number of the flood victims from time to time so that everyone will get enough meals.
All right, Mr. Daniel, I will make a note of that.
Next, Mr. Afnan, how about the progression of the financial budget for this program?
I have analyzed the budget. It was supposed to be at range of 50,000 ringgit, but our company could only provide 30,000 ringgit. So to fit our budget, I have made an agreement with Litton company and they agreed to sponsor us 10,000 ringgit and supply electricity to all elder flood victims. If we agree to the term and condition they ask for. I also have launched a buy one donating campaign and it went very well. Many people took part in the campaign and have bought many slots in the campaign. We managed to raise fund of 10,000 ringgit and reach our budget target from that campaign. Apart of that, half the amount of the budget was taken profit of November and December. To make it short, we will provide each person 20 ringgit for 1 day meal. So the amount for 2 weeks is 218 ringgit per person. So for the whole elderly, which consists of 16 people, the total cost for food only is 16,800 ringgit. Since the number of victims expect to increase, I round off the budget to 20,000 ringgit.
All right, thank you, Mr. Afnan, and congratulations on your achievement. But Mr. Afnan, since the budget is about 50,000 ringgit and the total cost that we spend on food is 16,800 ringgit, what about the remainder of the money? How we will distribute it to the victims?
Mr. Zidni, I think Mr. Afnan has not finished words yet.
Yes, Mr. Zini, we are planning to give some grants money to each victim. The surplus of the budget is 30,000 ringgit. 30,000 ringgit is given the victim in form of money. So each family will receive 500 ringgit. There will be approximately 16% that will receive the donation. So I want to remind you that our target group is elderly. So please make sure to double check the list reception of donation to ensure all of the elderly will receive the donation.
It sounds good. There is a need for us to recheck in all perspectives before making the crucial decision.
I see that there is no problem with our finance budget for this program. However, I want to remind you that it is very necessary for us to be prepared for the increasing number of flood victims. So the budget must be included with the emergency cost within it to cover the upcoming flood victims.
On the other side, I have designed a banner for the charity program. The design that I made consists of a holding hand. So the philosophy is we give help sincerely and wholeheartedly and without expecting anything to return. The size of his banner is made in 2 meters length and 6 meters width. On the other hand, I already created an open recruitment poster for any volunteer to join our program as requested by HR manager, Mr. Ayub. So, what's your point of this suggestion, Mr. Chairman?
Nice one. Personally, I love the concept and the size of the van is perfect enough to be located at the temporary evacuation center. Let's proceed with the design and regarding of the volunteering poster, I think you can start publishing it.
All right, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah. Based on my study, all of the elderly people are enrolled in Sekolah Kebangsaan Kemuning 2. However, there is a problem that only 4x4 vehicles are permitted to pass through the road leading to the school. Any ideas to solve this problem?
I have a suggestion. Since we will associate with the social welfare department, we can ask for the vehicles to distribute the donated items.
I think it's better if we can rent a few 4x4 vehicles instead of borrowing the social welfare department asset.
I think we can discuss this on the next meeting as we are running out of time. I keep this issue in view. Any other issue regarding of this program?
Well, as a manufacturing manager, I would like to add some equipment like sticks and important items that frequently used of flooded victims, such as brooms, shovels, and mops. Perhaps we can also focus to provide personal hygiene kits, such as toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, shampoo, towels, and medical supplies.
That's a good one. I think we should include these items in the budget. Now, shall we close the discussion for now and continue to any other business?
Yes, Mr. Chairperson, maintenance of the building is really in a poor rate. For example, the The air conditioner system in level 3 is not a problem, and the technician took about 1 week to take action.
Yes, that's true. I've been witnessing the situation for a few times and many people complain too. Plus, I have experienced being stuck in the lift once.
That surprised me because I already paid the technician on 27th November to fix the air conditioner.
Well, I suggest we should exchange him with the new technician, since this is the fifth time this has happened.
Yes, I cannot refuse but to agree with it because we already gave him a warning letter more than 3 times.
Okay, I will look into this matter. Ms. Rida, could you please write a letter to the Human Resources Department asking them to find a new technician?
So, Mr. Daniel, I will mind the order.
Now, I think we have come to the end of the meeting. Is there any questions before we wrap up this meeting?
No.
No?
No.
Then we will meet again in the next meeting on 2 January. You have precisely a week to prepare for your report and progress. Thank you for your contribution in this meeting.
Okay, Chairman.
Welcome, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
See you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.